like it.
Whoever said you had to like it? Who said you had to like any of them?
Cheers.
To a job well done.
Right.
Now then, why don't you like it?
I never killed a woman before.
When they're dead, they're not men or women anymore. They're just bodies. Sexless, clay, mud. You've seen enough of them.
But I never hit a woman before.
So this time it's a woman, all right? She won't be any less dead for it, or any more dead for that matter. You do like the money, don't you?
Of course I like the money.
Your wife, she doesn't think that all this nice spendable money comes from your so-called job as a bookkeeper, does she?
My wife doesn't know about the money. I don't even lay out all the dough I earn at the office. She thinks we're broke, and I let her think so. If she had any idea how much money we really have, I'd never get a minute's peace. When it's time for me to retire, she'll know.
It's smart. It's smart. Keep them pregnant, barefoot, and ignorant. That's what I always say.
Laura never could get pregnant. I don't mind, though. I'm too young for the noise of kids anyway, I guess.
How did she feel about your drinking?
She doesn't know about that either. She better not. I chew some gum or suck on some drops I've got before I go home. And don't call it any so-called bookkeeping job. We hire accountants, not bookkeepers. And I'm the assistant office manager down there now. It's a real enough job, all right.
You're also a hired killer. You're working for me. But how do you even get all those afternoons off when you have a job to do?
The place is owned by me brother-in-law. He probably thinks I'm sneaking out for a dame. He doesn't care. He only thinks I am, but I know he is.
No, and you never do.
As a matter of fact, I don't. One woman gives me all the grief I need.
Well, if your wife gives you grief and she doesn't know about the money, then why don't you just pull a disappearing act? A town this size, you could do it right here and still keep doing jobs for me.
Laura isn't so bad. Besides, I told you, I like the job. The old Thomason, he's the office manager now. He isn't going to be around forever. 2-3 years tops, and ought to be holding down his job.
Yeah, anyway, about the head.
Yeah.
Marcia Collingswood.
What? But why? The movie actress? I didn't even know she was in town.
Oh, she is. She's staying at the Hotel Casa Real, room 410.
The Casa Real? You've got to be kidding me. That flea trap? Kept dames, quick rentals, and floating crap games? Finest Hollywood slime. I know the place. It's where I hit Quinn Levin just last month, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Anyway, that's where she's staying. Incognito.
Incognito. So incognito, everybody in the world seems to know where she is.
Nobody else knows where she is except for you, me, and the man who's putting up his good money to do the job.
Casa Real, huh? 4th floor? Shouldn't be any great chore. So when does the curtain go up?
Tomorrow evening, between 5 and 6.
Between 5 and 6? Look, we're doing our annual audit today and tomorrow. I took this afternoon off to come up and meet with you, but I promised my brother-in-law I'd stay late tomorrow to make up for it. If I ask for tomorrow off even 1 minute, he's going to scream bloody murder.
Tomorrow evening, between 5 and 6. All right, she's meeting somebody for cocktails and dinner at 7 o'clock, or at least she thinks she is. She's scheduled to take a flight back to New York at midnight, but she'll be in a room between 5 and 6 expecting a caller. Okay? There'll be a bonus in it for you.
I'll have to say I'm sick, which means I can't even go back to the office afterward. Which means I'll not only miss the time at the office, but I'll get caught in the rush hour traffic on the way home. It's murder in the 134.
Look, Marcia Collingswood, Casa Real, room 410. And if you do it closer to 5, you might be able to beat the traffic.
Not a chance.
Trained assassin, he wants to be an office manager.
I like New York in June. How about you? a Gershwin tune. How about you? I love a fireside and a storm is due. I like New Jersey in June. How about you? And I love me a Bernstein tune. How about you? I love a TV set when a storm is due. You know I like my fish and chips, rock and roll and filter tips. How about you? I'm nuts about good cooks, can never get my fill. And Mrs. Daneren's looks kinda give me a thrill. Holding hands in a movie show, all the way in the last row. May not be new, but I like it. How about you?
Yes?
Miss Collingwood? I'm from the Daily News. Chamberlain is my name. We heard that you were staying
You heard
here.
what? What are you doing here? If I wanted to see reporters, I wouldn't be staying at this type of establishment.
Look, Miss Collingwood, we're a newspaper. I have an editor who eats reporters alive. When a good story breaks, we have no choice.
Take your foot out of the door. Do you hear? If you don't, I will call the desk and have them send a policeman up here. And if you print one word about me staying here, I'll deny it and sue your newspaper for more money than it's got. Is that clear?
Look, Miss Collingwood, I only need...
Hello, George.
Laura, what are you doing here? And how did you know where I was?
Because I followed you here about a month ago. I called the office and my brother said you would be away for the afternoon. So I followed you here when you left. And then I called to talk to you today. And my brother said he was fed up with you taking time off. I knew where you were. Do you understand? I knew. I know what kind of hotel this is. You think I'm a fool, but I know what goes on here.
But you don't understand, Laura.
I said I know what kind of hotel this is.
No, Laura!